William Dartnell Johnson, the 9th of October 1870 to 26 January 1948, was an Australian politician who was prominent in state politics in Western Australia for most of the first half of the 20th century. A member of the Labour Party, he served in the Legislative Assembly on 3 occasions, from 1901 to 1905, then again from 1906 to 1917, and finally from 1924 until his death. Johnson was elected leader of the Labour Party, and thus leader of the opposition, in October 1905, but 3 weeks later lost his own seat at the 1905 state election. He had previously been a minister in the government of Henry Daglish from August 1904 to August 1905, and later returned to the ministry under John Scaddan from October 1911 to July 1916. Towards the end of his career, Johnson also served just under a year as Speaker of the Legislative Assembly, from 1938 to 1939. Early life. William Dartnell Johnson was born on the 9th of October 1870 in Wanganui, New Zealand. His father was George Groheim Johnson, a plumber, and his mother, Elizabeth Ann McCormish. He went to the Torquay State School in Torquay until the age of 13. From the age of 13 to the age of 16, he worked in a post office. He then worked as a carpenter, emigrating to Western Australia in 1894. At the age of 24, a year later, he moved to the goldfields, settling in Kalgoorlie. There, he founded the Kalgoorlie branch of the Amalgamated Society of Carpenters and Joiners, and he served as its first president. He also helped establish the Kalgoorlie, Boulder and District Trades and Labour Council, and served as its secretary for 2 years. He then served as the first business manager of the Westralian Worker, a newspaper in Kalgoorlie. Politics. He became a member of the Australian Labour Party. From 1901 to 1905, he served as the Labour MLA for the electoral district of Kalgoorlie in the Western Australian Legislative Assembly. During his tenure, he spearheaded the Midland Railway workshops. In 1904, he served as Western Australia's Minister for Works, and later as Regional Minister for Mines and Railways. He then became the leader of the Western Australian Labour Party, but quit his role in October 1905. From 1906 to 1917, he served as MLA for the electoral district of Guildford in the Western Australian Legislative Assembly. In October 1911, he began a term as Minister for Works, and from November 1914 he served as Minister for Lands and Agriculture in the Assembly. His proposal to build a railway line going north from Esperance, Western Australia, rejected. In January 1915, he helped pass the Industries Assistance Act to help farmers whose livelihood had been jeopardized by the recent drought. However, he lost his ministerial portfolio as a result of the Nirvanas affair. Moreover, he lost his seat in the Assembly to Joseph Davies, 1866 to 1954, as a result of his opposition to the conscription of Western Australians in the First World War. From 1924 to 1930, he served again as MLA for the electoral district of Guildford in the Western Australian Legislative Assembly, and from 1930 to 1940 as MLA for the electoral district of Guildford Midland. He also served as Speaker of the Assembly from August 1938 to August 1939, and as Chairman of the Parliamentary Party from 1924 to 1948. He was a state socialist, and rejected the proposed secession of Western Australia. He was a Freemason. Personal life. On 27 November 1901, he married Jessie Elizabeth Stewart, née McCallum, who had been recently widowed. They had a son and 3 daughters. Death. He died on 26 January 1948, and he was buried in the Karrakatta Cemetery in Perth.